When traveling for business years ago, I didn't want to give up having art in my life. So I began to collect something called rag obies, which popped up every once in a while at an auction. Mostly people didn't know what they were, so they were usually available rather inexpensively. This is a bunch of rags rewoven into a belt called an obi, which is worn around a kimono or yukata, which is another bathrobe-like article of clothing in Japan. And the colors were beautiful. Of course, there are other obis worn out of finer material. I remember when this one came up at an auction, I was sitting there all alone without a buyer, and I think I bought it for very little money. But this is a wonderful obi that stretches out yards and yards. I used to arrive at a strange hotel in a strange city, and I would have one or two of these with me, and I would unpack them, and I would drape them over a chair. And that's how these things came to be used. Maybe a little less lonely in a strange hotel room where I only had my work and no friends, no family. This is like bringing something of home with me. This is probably my best obi, which as you can see is a dragon beautifully embroidered. That would have been a very nice accessory to a woman's outfit. Why are these fabrics readily available in Japan when they're so beautiful? There's a simple answer for that. Japanese don't like to buy used things from other people because you'll remember in the Japanese spirituality, everything has a soul. It has some kind of soul. So when you buy something that's been used by someone else, it carries with them whatever limitations and whatever strengths that person had. So generally speaking, when you go to Japan, you find lots of outlets for used clothing. These outlets are frequented by tourists, not usually by Japanese themselves. They're outlets to unload unwanted items that contain kami from the original owner.